welcome back to another CJ Bricks episode. And before we kick this one off, I just want to say to everyone watching, Merry Christmas, a little Christmas special coming here. I know you usually release on Sundays, but I will be leaving here Saturday to go on a cruise. So I'm going to try to get a video out right now just to just get a video out because I'm obviously not going to be able to upload one for 9 days after Saturday. So what better thought than just go over some stuff I got for Christmas, maybe build a set, probably as you've seen in the title, I'll be building the new Star Destroyer. But I want to go over kind of some stuff I got for Christmas, maybe a little sneak peek on some future videos and all that stuff, and to also just get a video out to you guys because I know I didn't release one last weekend because I was kind of just saving one for Christmas Day. So without further ado, let's get into it. So basically, this is some stuff I got for Christmas. This is not all of the sets I got for Christmas, as 2 of them will not be here in time for this video. So you'll see them in a future video when they do get here. But I'll just tell you what they are. So I got the Star Destroyer from my grandparents. I'm super happy with this because you're gonna see us compare it to the older Star Destroyer from 2014. It's down here on my floor that I got. I also got the Me-19 Torrent, which is really happy. I'm super excited. Not just really for the build, really just mainly for the minifigures. These are some of the best minifigures that LEGO released, I believe, in the 2025 wave. Out of all the figures, I mean, some of them were pretty good, some of them were really bad, but out of the 2025 summer wave, I think this set with the figures is the best. I mean, you have the Obi-Wan with the arm printing, just like that Mace Windu that we got in the Republic Fighter tank, which I have 2 of those, and that is probably one of the better Jedi figures that I own. So having a nice Obi-Wan is really good. The clone pilot, we finally get a Phase 1 clone pilot with the correct helmet mold, which is really nice because, I mean, you can find them custom, but, like, at the same time, like, I'd rather just have a LEGO one. And also Asajj Ventress, which we haven't seen in a set since, like, 2010. So that is really nice to have, and her nice colors, and she has the cool lightsaber hilts and all that stuff. But moving on from this set, we also got the Home One Star Cruiser, which I have put off buying this set like 5 times. Should have been able to buy this set like 5 different times, and I just haven't done it. So it was on my Christmas list, and I finally got it. So I've literally had the figures for it since, I don't know, like 2 months ago. I bought the 2 figures that I want to put on the stand right here. I think it's Admiral Akbar and Admiral Raddus or something like that. So, but I have them both, so I finally got this, and this is the last set that I need to complete the Starship series. Like, as you can see, I've reviewed a bunch of them, but they're also up back there, like the Kylo Ren shuttle. You got the Invisible Hand, the Executor, the Millennium Falcon, the Tantive, and the Acclamator, and then also the Venator coming out in January, which I plan to get that hopefully on sale when it does go on sale. And then there's also the AT-AT, which isn't technically part of the Starship series, but it's kind of like the midi-scale sets. So I'll definitely be getting that to go with the collection. But this is the one that I really needed to complete it because I'm pretty sure it's retiring soon. So glad I got this one secured. And then the 2 sets that aren't here are the Lego City Bulldozer. As you can see, I reviewed the excavator. It's up there on that shelf, but I reviewed that excavator, and it's really cool, just nostalgia for me, just to review the construction sets, because I used to own all the original ones as a kid, and I used to play with construction stuff as a kid as well, so to own all those is pretty nice. So I have the Bulldozer is on its way, and then also another Star Wars set. I got one of the 327 Star Corps battle packs, so we'll be able to review the most overpriced set, I believe, of 2025. So that will be coming probably in the new year, obviously, when I get back. But the last thing that I got to review here is I got some more custom clone troopers. So here in this bag, I got 10 of each Legion. I got 10 212th Attack Battalion troopers and 10 of the 442nd Siege Battalion troopers. So I'll bring the camera closer here in a bit to show them off kind of. But this is like in their ARC trooper armor. They come with this little armor, the waist cape. They also come with pistols, rangefinder, and they also both come with one of the like longer rifles. So you can either set them up as the ARC trooper, or you can set them up as just a regular grunt trooper. So I'll probably set up a few of the 212 troopers as ARC troopers and a couple of the Siege Battalion troopers as ARC troopers, but most of them will just keep as grunts. But other than that, though, I mean, that's really it. But let's get into today's video. So let me clear off this desk, and we're going to get into the Star Destroyer. So hopefully y'all like that little review of my Christmas list kind of stuff, some stuff that I got, some future video insight there, a little sneak peek. So if you watch this video now, you know some of the future action of the channel. I forgot to show you guys these little clone troopers. So this is what the 212th Attack Battalion it looks like. Really good printing. They did a great job. This is obviously Republic Customs. If you guys are watching, sponsor me. But I have 10 of the 442nd Attack or Siege Battalion, and then 4 of the 212th. So these guys are really good. They have the 360 helmet printing, which Lego doesn't do. Arm printing, leg printing, good torso print, all that stuff. They did a great job with these. So these are the ARC Trooper style, but you can also just take off like the armor and like the rangefinder and all that stuff, and you can put their long gun on. You can keep the pistol. You can, if you have any other Star Wars guns from like Lego, you can use those. But like for them being not real Lego figures, these guys are very, very well molded. They are very, very well put together. Highly recommend buying from Republic Customs if you haven't. I have before. I have these. I have a few other. And I also forgot, there is one thing I did not mention that is coming for my Christmas presents that I got. I got some more of these guys, but they are commanders. I got Commander Gree, Commander Fox, Commander Cody, and also Commander Doom. So they will also be here. And I will be planning on doing a Clone Army review of the 2025. I know it'll come out technically next year, but it will be for 2025. So it's kind of the final of 2025, start of the new year Clone Wars, or Clone Army video. So that will be coming out as well, and you'll see more of these guys in that video. But without further ado, let's get into the video for today. Alright, so now we can kind of get down to business here with the set we are meant to review for today. So this is the new Star Destroyer that came out in, I believe, 2023. It probably says it on the box here. 2024, sorry. Get the facts straight here. The set retails for $160, which I think is actually fair for the price and the piece count. Like, obviously the new August sets that came out for $160 were definitely not worth it, but because those sets came out with like, what, 800 pieces for $160, which is insane. Stupid turbo tank, you know? But this comes with 1,500 pieces, so the price I feel like is more justified for this set. This is set number 75394, ages 10 plus. Really good looking set. This is definitely probably one of the better Star Destroyers that they released. We'll get into that a little bit later after I finish building it, and we're going to compare it to the 2014 Star Destroyer that I have that I've recently picked up at a local Bricks and Minifigs. But this set is really good. Some of the greebling that is on the front of the box, and you can see kind of here, and the interior space, they did a really good job, and how they kind of clean this up. I know this is a little bit smaller and a little bit downsized, but it's actually not as downsized as you think. So again, we'll show that in the review at kind of the end of the video. But getting into like the box art here, they did a really good job with the box art. Kind of shows you the figures. I'll give you the little rundown. You get Darth Vader, Commander Prodigy, which is a 1-of-1 figure. He has not come out in a set yet. You also get an Imperial crew member, an Imperial gunner, an Imperial Navy trooper, and a stormtrooper. But let's not forget what we really want this set for. We want this set for the exclusive Cal Kestis minifigure, 25 anniversary figure. He has already gone up in price a ton, and the set is not even retired yet. So if you have not picked this set up, I highly recommend it, not just for the set itself, but for this Cal Kestis minifigure right here, because he's already selling for $60 on eBay. I've looked him up. I mean, he's anywhere from like $45 to $60 on eBay, which is insane, especially because the set hasn't even retired. Imagine when this set retires, how that is going to look. But let's get into the back of the box here, show off kind of some stuff with that. So here we have the back of the box here. Just shows off some play features. The little shipping label got in the way here of the picture, kind of, but I'll show this all to you later. Kind of shows off just like the command center, the bridge area kind of inside. Shows how the thing like folds apart and how like the interior comes apart. How like over here, like how it like the sides fold off and the top comes off, and how you can swivel the guns, and how you can access the carrying handle. But that is really about it with this bad boy on the box here. So yeah, they did a pretty good job, I feel like, with everything, and it looks really good. So I'm excited to get this built and then review it and compare it with the other Star Destroyer. So we're going to do the building process a little bit different. I'm not going to show you guys the full build. I feel like it's just getting a little annoying for me to edit, one, and two, for you guys to kind of, I don't know, watch. It's just a longer video. So what I'm going to do is shorten these down kind of in the building process of just kind of showing you guys what it looks like at the end of each bag. So I'll just build a bag, be like, this is what it looks like after this bag, and then that's how we'll do it from now on. So without further ado, folks, let's crack this box open though and see how many bags we have inside. Alrighty. Oh, Jesus. All right, everyone. We got 14 bags here. So, bag 1, bag 14. We also have this little sticker sheet. Not too many stickers. This shouldn't be too terrible. It's mostly just bigger stuff, so that's not bad. And then we also have an instruction booklet here. Just one with, looks like 229. So 229 page instructions over 14 bags. Like I said, I'm just going to show you guys like a little clip of what's at the end of each bag, so you all don't have to just watch me build the full time lapse here. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know in the comments at the end of the video if you like that style more, or if you like me just showing you guys the full time lapse of me building. So without further ado though, let's get this thing built, and then we'll get into the review after. Here's the end of bag 1. Got some of the start going here. Got Vader. I'll show you all the minifigures more in depth later, but this is really all we got after bag 1. Starting bag 2. And we got the end of bag 2 here. Added a carrying handle. Added this little hollow table, which is really cool. There's like the Star Destroyer right there, and then the bad guy ship there. It kind of rotates. You get this little medical bay over here. Little drawer opens up. On the other side, kind of a little just control panel with a seat that can swivel back and forth. So let's move on to bag 3. Alrighty, bag 3 has just been completed. We finished kind of the whole of the ship, like the base. Still got that carrying handle. Just really added the front little control panels here. There's some little control panels here, some areas where they can sit. The area where Lord Vader can walk across up here. Couple more control panels, nothing really too crazy, just kind of finished off the front of the ship. And we also got the Imperial crew member. This will kind of give you kind of a scale on how big it'll be. Like I said, it's not really that big compared to some of the older models, but I do think this is the best looking one. So let's get into bag 4. Alrighty here, so I finished up some more. Got the sides on. Little panels back here kind of showing some specs of the Star Destroyer and what it's carrying. If we flip it around to the back here, you kind of see we put some more Technic pieces on, and we actually use a bit of an illegal building technique here to get this panel to go up and down where it sits in between some clips. So all in all, pretty good spot here. We're going to move on to bag 5 though and get some more done. Got a little bit more done here. End of bag 5. Bridge is on. And so the thrusters. Alright, got the bridge all done in bag 6. Also in bag 6, we got Commander Prodigy. Alrighty, into bag 7. Got this little underflap on. Alrighty, we are done with bag 8. Got the top layer of this panel on. Looks really good. And moving on to the next bag. Bag 9 complete. We got the under panel on here. So now obviously top panel is going to go on with bag 10. Boom. Got the top panel on. All we got to do now is get this mid section here and we'll be done. Also, Got some other figures. Got the Imperial Gunner, or this is the Imperial Gunner and the Imperial Navy officer. So, yeah. Alright, on to bag 11. That's the end of bag 11. Starting on the midsection here. We got half the midsection down there in bag 12, and we also got a Stormtrooper. So, we're pretty much just going to mirror this with the last two bags, and then, yeah, we'll be done. Alrighty, moving into the last bag here. Bag 14. We'll be building Cal Kestis, and that is what we finished in bag 13. See you after this one. Alrighty, everyone. We are finished up here with the building. Hopefully y'all like that little bit more format of me just kind of doing a quick, like just review each bag. So it kind of just takes a little bit less time for me to build, or for you guys to watch me build. But again, let me know in the comments below if you like that format better, or if you would just want to see me really build the entire thing. So first, let's get into just an overall. So the Imperial Star Destroyer, this is the newest version from 2024. This thing looks amazing, super sleek. I love more of the tiled finish, a lot more greebling on the front here and the sides. I like the turret mounts better, very, very good. The turrets do move with a little rod back here. You can push it and pull it to move these around. The bridge, very clean. You got the comms tower up here. They did a really good job with that, with the piece usage there. Really, really nice. If you want to access the carrying handle, you just flip these two little pieces open and you can pull the carrying handle out. Very sturdy. You can switch it around. It's very nice. And then you can just close it back up to kind of keep that sleek design going here. Let's move the minifigures out of the way. We'll come back to those. Moving around to the back, they did a really good job encasing the thrusters, which I think is something they did better here than they did on the 2024. The only gripe, this is the only really gripe I have about this set, is that they did not include the blue thruster pieces with these 4 thrusters, which is weird for some reason. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. I feel like it could be a pretty easy fix, though, with just a couple pieces. And then back here, you can store your extra little stud shooter blaster pieces back here. It comes with 4. You can put one in each cannon, and you can have 2 stored back here in the back. That is really it for the exterior. Nothing too crazy here, just kind of showing it off. Let's move into the interior. So to get to the interior, you're going to want to take the middle section off. You can just set that down. And then you'll see that's where the carrying handle is and everything else. And then to get to the rest of it, you just simply fold down each side panel. Moving into the interior, so over here is just some control panels. You can have 2 guys sitting here. You can obviously have Vader walking across the top like he's walking over everyone. You got another little control panel up here. Down in here, there's kind of like a little medical area. There's a little fridge with a drink in it. There's a little stim shot. And then my personal favorite thing about this whole build is there's this little hollow table that kind of shows like a battle going on right here. And you can rotate it around, look at it, make your battle plans. Back here in the back, there is some just little hologram things on these little blue charts. You got the Star Destroyer here, and then you got like a star map on the other side. Not too many stickers. The stickers weren't terrible in this. Actually, yeah, really not that bad. So then we got just over here, just some more sticker panels on either side, just kind of showing off some of the other stuff. And then you got just a little command station over here, and then just some like barrels with some like little grenades and microphones, or micro binoculars. So if you want to just fold it back up, then you can just fold it right back up and then plop on your top piece. If it'll ever go on, there we go. And your Star Destroyer is back intact. So now let's get into the minifigures. We'll move figure by figure here. So we'll start with this guy, which is our Imperial Navy Trooper. He's just got the black helmet on, little strap, no. He does have a dual-moded head with the secondary face on it. He comes with the blaster, and then just a pretty sleek all-black uniform. Nothing too crazy about these guys. Pretty simple though, nice design. Then we'll move into the Imperial crew member. Just a nice little gray design on him. He does not have a dual moded head, just the one face, little hat, and that's about it to cap that guy off. Moving into, we have a Imperial gunner. This guy would work your little cannons and stuff. Not too crazy, only one head mold, and pretty cool helmet design. Just that all black uniform. Then your generic stormtrooper with that dual moded helmet. No dual moded head though. And then you just got your regular white stormtrooper design. Then moving into the commander, this is Commander Paraji. No dual moded head, just the simple black design on the body. And yeah, they did a pretty good job with this one. Love the design. Then everyone's favorite villain, Darth Vader. They did a really good job with him. He's got arm printing. You can kind of see that there. And he's got the two-piece helmet and pretty good head mold. Then moving on to the most important figure in this whole lot, the Cal Kestis 25-year anniversary figure. They did a really good job with him. No arm printing, which is okay because the shirt he's wearing, but they did really good leg prints. They did a good job with the torso print, and the hair piece is really, really good. But out of my opinion, this is definitely the best figure in this set, and that is why it goes for a pretty good price tag, around $50. So definitely want to hold on to this guy. So you can kind of keep your value on him, but they did a really good job with him. The only thing I wish it came with like a little BD droid figure for him. But other than that, I think they did really, really good, and really, really good on this set with the minifigure choices. Alright, let's go mano y mano here. We have both Star Destroyers. This one is obviously from 2014, the older model. This was the newest model up until this one over here came out in 2024. So let's just break down some similarities real quick and some differences. So first of all, the figure selection. The figure selection is pretty similar. Both have a Darth Vader, both have a Imperial crew member, both have a Imperial Navy trooper, both come with at least one stormtrooper, and a couple other miscellaneous just commanders and personnel. I do think the figure selection on this one is a little bit better. Obviously, one, because you get the Cal Kestis, but two, the Commander Praji, who is exclusive to this set, is pretty cool, and obviously the Vader is much better. Now, I don't have anything against the OG Vader. Definitely one of the most nostalgic figures I have in my collection, but I do think, to weigh in, these Stormtroopers are 100% better. This is where Stormtroopers peaked for me, I feel like, in this design. Whatever these aren't bad. They just look a little goofy in the helmet, I feel like. They're just really big. These helmets look really, really good. So, other than that, I think that's it. Also, this does come with a little mouse droid, which is kind of cool. They both have the same kind of play features. The cannons rotate. This comes off, and there's a little carrying handle here. But this comes off. There's an interior when the panels fold up, and you can also store the extra blasters in the back. The only thing I do not like about this set compared to the other one is the thrusters on the back are not very good. Like, the thruster part's pretty good, but just the unfinished part around here and how far the bridge sticks over the edge is not very good to me. That is where I do think this set could use some improvement. But let's go with some size. Size is definitely a factor here, as this one is much, much bigger in length than it is with this one. This one, on the other hand, though, comes with a ton more detail. I think if you're looking for the correct display and play model, 100% would be this one. Nothing against this one. I just think for the time that we're in now, this one does come in very, very high over this one. Not saying this is a bad model, and this is one of my favorite sets that I own in my collection right here, but I just think that the newer style and figure selection is definitely a little bit better on this one. But that's really it. I mean, to show off the interior kind of here, this just comes off again. You have your interior pieces, your little hollow table and everything, and then up here in the front, there's the little area where Vader can walk around, and there's some control areas and stuff. So overall, it's pretty much just the same build, just 10 years later. But again, I do think this one does beat it out just a little bit over this one. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap this video up. Super thankful for my grandpa for getting this for me for Christmas. But I love this set. This set is beautiful. From the figure lineup to just the overall design of the build, I think you cannot go wrong with this set, especially because it'll probably be retiring soon here. I would imagine probably in the next year, and especially with this Cal Kestis figure, I would pick him up while you can, because I can definitely see that guy going through the roof in price. So, and then that means this set also going through the roof in price. Love this set for the playability and the displayability, so definitely pick it up if you can. But yeah, that's really going to do it for us. Let me know if you liked this style of the video, where instead of me showing you the full time lapse, I just showed you the parts after the bags were over. So make sure you like and subscribe down below, and I'll try to get another video done right now after this one to get it posted for while I'm gone. But if I don't, I will see you guys in the new year. And again, Merry Christmas. And again, if I don't get a video out, I'll just say it now. Happy New Year to everyone. So have a great time with family. And make sure you tell anyone in your family Merry Christmas. And that's going to do it for this one, folks. So without further ado, peace out.